commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the Lord. That goes back to Genesis 3 and 16. What was the law? The law is that a woman is supposed to serve a man. It's supposed to be a man's servant. All right, go on, brother.
And if they will learn anything, let them act. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right there. Hey, Paul is saying, man, it's hard for a woman to learn anything.
Right.
If they will learn, the big if, you know, if they will learn anything, go on.
Let them ask their husbands at home.
Let them ask their husbands at home. So a woman is supposed to be at home. She's not supposed to be in the congregations asking questions. Now, if she don't have a husband, first thing you would ask is, look, sister, you have a husband? No? Well, you better get a husband. Then your husband will teach you. That's how it goes, man. That's order. You know?
That's right. Right. It says for it is a shame for them to speak in the church.
That's right.
Right. So now back to Timothy's. It says,
because the woman at the well, when Yahushua was dealing with the woman at the well, one of the things he asked her was, "Where's your husband?" And she wasn't even an Israelite. But he asked her, "Where's your husband?" She said, "I don't have a husband." Then he cut her. Basically, he called her a slut.
Yeah.
All right. He said, "The man that you're with now, he's not even your husband. You've had such and such husbands." Five husbands. Which means what? She was a slut, man. Hey, Yahushua, he didn't pull no punches, man. He was straightforward, man. Why do you think they put him on the cross? Because you got the world talking about Yahushua was a nice guy. He loved everybody. So a guy that loves everybody, right? And he's a nice guy. You put him on the cross? Don't make sense, man. Yahushua was a mean hombre. He was an austere man, but he was very compassionate to his elect. He was extremely compassionate, which that's balance, you know. Go ahead, brother.
Right. It says, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies.
And we can attest to that because, like I said, we had women up in our school in Connecticut. There were tattlers, there were idlers, there were gossip artists. So we know. So when we tell you, brothers, don't be having no women in your school, we're telling you from experience. A woman should be at home, man. That's where she belongs, at home. Go ahead, brother.
Right. It says, speaking things which they ought not.
Yeah, because I remember this guy, Aaron Russo, he brought out one of the reasons why the Rockefellers allowed the woman to work was to destroy the family, to break up the family. Because really a woman is supposed to be at home, taking care of the house. She ain't supposed to be on the job. Then you notice how these women, they get up and go to work, they dress nicer for the boss on the job than they do for you.
All sexy and shit.
They get up 3 hours ahead of being at the job. Yep. Just so when they walk out of that house, they smell like a bouquet of roses. And it really ain't for you.
It ain't for you.
It's for the boss.
Yeah, why you getting all dressed up like that? And I can attest, I got a mother.
Yep.
As a little kid growing up, my mother was working, and she had a husband at the time, and she'd be up in the morning, like the brother said, and she had to leave the house at 7. She was up at 4, and she's in the mirror, boy. Dolled up. She walked out the house smelling like a perfume factory, all dolled up, high heel shoes on. Wait a minute, why do you want to? It's one thing to look presentable, but
they go above and beyond.
Because when they get on the train, they want other men to look at them.
Yep.
Flirt with other men on the train. And, you know, if you live in New York City, when they get inside the job, did you know they got guys on the job they flirting with? They want the boss to check them out because maybe, hey, you know, maybe the boss might give them a raise. And you know, brother, these women are doing all kind of foul shit, man. They go to work just like porno stars, man. If you see them. If you live in New York City, you take the subway in the morning, they all on the subway, dolled up. Or even if you see them driving in their cars, they be all dogged up because women ain't right. Like the brother said, they ain't right.
Well, that's why Paul said, ask them at home. They're supposed to be at home.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
That's right.
Yeah, bring it up.
Titus 2 and 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Yeah, teachers of good things. How many women you know nowadays are teachers of good things? Go ahead, brother.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their
it's the exact opposite now. These older women are teaching these younger women how to be sluts.
Hey, Gabon, now you mentioned the cadet. You mentioned Kim Kardashian. Well, either you or to her. Y'all said she's a slut, but look at her mother.
Yeah.
The mother. Well, she's a slut. So where did this bitch learn it from?
Well, that's where she's getting her cue from. She's getting her cue from her mother. And you know what? Her mother will teach the younger daughter how to play games. Like, let's say the younger daughter boyfriend call on the phone. The mother will say, tell him you're not home. Or concoct some, she's not home. Playing games, teaching her daughter how to play games with men, mind games.
Good thing. Yeah. Ezekiel 16:44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
Perfect. You finished with that?
Nope.
All right. I had an aunt. I got a younger sister on my mother, right? This was like maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and one of my aunts, a real piece of shit slut. You know what I'm talking about, the one who went to her house and you got sick. Yeah. You told him that bitch. My aunt, at the time, my little sister was in love with this guy. She was a teenager at the time, and she had this boyfriend, and she was just head over heels in love with the guy. She just wanted to be with him and only him. And then my aunt gonna tell her, look, don't be so in love with that guy, right? Look, man, you're too young. Date different guys. You got to be with different people before you settle down.
So essentially, what was she telling her? To be a slut.
Yeah.
Now the scripture said teachers of good things.
Good things, right?
Oh, go ahead.
It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands.
Yeah, there's nothing sober about telling a woman see other guys.
Yeah,
What's sober about that? Go ahead, brother.
To love their husbands, to love their children.
Man, how to love their husbands?
What?
The majority of the songs out there that glamorize women, it don't tell the women to love their husbands. It tell the women the exact opposite, to disrespect their husbands. And then when you watch the commercials, you ever watch these commercials? You see how much they make fun of men, how much they make fun of the husband. The mother knows everything. She's never wrong in the commercials. The father is the bumbling idiot. You ever watch those commercials? Was that? Yeah, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's a good example. Every movie this guy makes.
Tyler Perry's a fucking faggot.
Yeah, he's a fucking faggot.
He's an in the closet faggot, flaming faggot, man.
That's right. And every movie he makes, what does he do? He puts the black woman on the pedestal, and he makes the man look like a bumbling idiot.
The wise black woman, and he gets that fucking black crow, Cicely Tyson, in every damn movie. And she's always like, that's right. I mean, that bitch will be on a sarcophagus somewhere, man.
Or Maya Angelou.
Oh, yeah.
Like
She's a straight up dyke.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou.
Yeah, years ago she had that commercial, I rise. Somebody should have told her, you need to that ugly ass face.
You need to go right back in the hell.
Yeah, go back in the
but that's why Chris Rock got on her ass, man. He made mockery of her. Like Mr. Crack Man, Mr. Crack Man. Right. That's why Chris Rock made mockery of her, because that bitch don't know what she talking about, man. And Tyler Perry, man, and now he trying to make this movie where he's an action hero now.
Alex Cross.
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here.
Nothing crosses Alex Cross.
Yeah, you a faggot.
You're trying to be a leading man. But that's what them motherfucking faggots do out there in Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
All them dudes in Hollywood are faggots, but they play them tough roles, man. And like this guy, what's this guy? Richard Gere. Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Now he's that tough guy. He played in Officers of Gentlemen. He did the martial arts and all that. You know what that dude, he got caught out there putting gerbils up his ass, man. Yeah, the one got stuck up in there. That's how they get off, man. That's a weird motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he tries to act tough. He had to fight him with Lou Gossett. Come on, let's go. And he got in the ring, and he's fighting with Lou Gossett. When I saw that,
well, he's a faggot, man.
I really thought that guy. I really thought he was like that. That's why they act. I said, that dude, man, Richard Gere's rough, man.
Well, that's Hollywood.
Yeah.
What does the word Hollywood mean? That's how they make wands. Magical wands. You make it from hollowed wood, holy wood. Now that place over there in California used to be called Hollywood Land, and they took down the land, so it's called Hollywood. You know? But anyway, man, since we getting on the women, somebody get me Ecclesiasticus, the 25th chapter, and start from the in the Apocryphy. Start from the 15th verse.
Start at 15. 25 and 15.
Hey, this is why this white man, he banned this book down in the islands, man. They call this book in the islands the Maccabees Bible, which is really the Apocrypha. This book is part of the regular King James Bible. When King James had his scholars translate the Bible, that was originally part of the book. So this devil, he took this out. You know why? Because it's too straightforward, man. Like in the book of Daniel, the 8th chapter, Daniel, the 7th chapter, it speaks about Alexander the Greek, but it doesn't mention his name. In this book, it actually mentions his name. It mentions his father's name. It mentions his 4 generals' name. That's why this devil took it out, because you would put the pieces together and you would find out that this white man is the devil, man. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Yeah, because you don't, hey man, I've been around, this brother been around, this brother been around, and we dealt with women, man.
Oh, boy.
And there's no depths to the wickedness that these hoes would go to, man.
Yeah.
And like going back to Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, she's a super slut, man. She's a super slut.
Yeah.
J-Lo, a super slut. She was such a slut before she made it. Her parents kicked her out the house, man. She from the Castle Hill section of the Bronx, man. They kicked that. She used to work for a law office, and she used to go down there and spread her leg for the white lawyers and shit, man. Went back when she was real young. Now there was this dude I grew up with, that he grew up with this chick, man. And he said every dude in the neighborhood popped it, man. So she's a nasty slut.
Yes, sir.
She's a nasty hoe, man, with no talent. She can't sing, she can't fucking dance, you know?
Yeah, can't rap, can't act.
Go ahead.
Hey, it says in the Apocrypha, the whoredom of a woman may be known by her eyelids. Because a woman that's a whore, she wears heavy eye makeup.
Yeah.
And that's J-Lo, she's known for that. Wearing that heavy eye makeup. If you watch the In Living Color, the first episodes when she was dancing, you would see she was wearing that heavy eye makeup. And
Well, she became a dancer because she, you know, spread her legs, man.
Yeah.
Because when she auditioned, she didn't make it. They said, nah, you ain't good enough. Then she came back next year, she did the right thing. She made sure she sucked off to look the right guy, man.
right.
You know? Them hoes in the hip hop world, man. Like what's this chick, Queen Latifah?
Yo, boy.
She's a straight up dyke, man.
Yeah.
She been a dyke for years. And then she finally came out the closet, man.
Yeah.
So our people ain't shit, man. But a nigga named Johanna, degenerate Johanna, the king of the 2/3, he'll try to. Well, he said that when Whitney Houston died. He said if Whitney Houston was living, he would have Whitney Houston come to his school and so forth, his church.
Yep.
You know?
And then the mother niggas did a tribute. What was that?
Yeah, well, they were with because they love the world,
They
man.
did a tribute to fucking.
And don't
Whitney
mention
Houston.
that bitch Sabak
Yeah,
around here, man.
don't them do that too. Like a tribute.
Hey, the Most High gonna get all those niggas, man.
Michael Jackson.
The Most High gonna get, this guy Comfy goes down to damn Florida, and then he does a tribute to Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson is a straight up child molester, man.
Yeah, degenerate. A real degenerate, Michael Jackson.
A real lowlife, man.
Yeah, because back in the late 70s, this guy used to be in all them real faggoty clubs.
Studio 54.
Yeah, Plato's Retreat.
Well, he was a straight up, he was getting turned out,
Yep.
you know?
Studio 54.
Yeah, he was in there.
All them clubs where them real degenerates hang out. Real
Yeah, well, he's
homosexuals.
a degenerate, man.
Yep.
Why? Because he's a degenerate. So the hell with some goddamn Michael Jackson.
He was in with
Why?
Perry
Just because he
Gordon.
made Thriller? Just because he made a couple of tunes and he could sing good? We're supposed to put him on. The hell with some goddamn Michael Jackson. The
And
Most High.
his father told me he had the right bases at home, but He's a degenerate, man. His father tried to make him into a man.
Well, he was a deviant, you know?
Yeah.
He was a deviant. That's all he was.
And